Yesterday, Sayadaw said to continue his Dhamma talk, his intercourse on the three facts this day, today. It is Anicca Viridabha, Aniccalakkhana Viridabha, Aniccalakkhana Viridabha, Aniccalakkhana Viridabha, Aniccanupassana Viridabha. So, what is Anicca? What is Aniccalakkhana? And what is Aniccanupassana? Aniccanupassana. Sayadaw is going to elaborate the three facts today. So, in the literature, it is said Aniccanti Khanda Panchakam. Khanda Panchakam. Anicca means the five aggregates. The Rupa Khanda is an aggregate of physical phenomena, and Vedana Khanda, feeling or sensation, Tenya Khanda, perception, and Sankhara Khanda, the mental formation, and Vijnana Khanda, consciousness. These are five khandas, five aggregates. In terms of the Nama Rupa, first one is Rupa Khanda is a physical phenomena. Last four khandas are mental phenomena. So, in conclusion, Pancha Khanda means mind and body. So, Rupa means basically four types of element, the Prithvi, and in our body we can experience the hardness, tightness, solidity. These are the Prithvi element, earth element, and then liquidity, adhesiveness. These are our element. Here, khanda means the group or aggregation. So the physical particle, their groups is called Rupa Khanda, the aggregation or the physical phenomena. So this particle, preceding particle, physical particle, and succeeding physical particle, they get together as a group or aggregate. So this aggregate is called Rupa Khanda, aggregation of physical phenomena. And then there are many more physical elements, heat, or temperature, like cold or heat or warm. These are fire element. And then tension, tightness, motion. These are fire element. The heat, coldness, warm, etc. are tejo element. Tension, tightness, motion, etc. are called fire element. And there are many more physical phenomena like the color or sound, smell, taste, and then eye, there are senses, eye, ears, nose, so on. And there are many more physical phenomena. Altogether, these physical phenomena are called Rupa Khanda, aggregation or the physical phenomena. Then Vedana Khanda, the meaning is the aggregation or sensation or feeling. pleasure or unpleasure, pleasurable feeling or unpleasurable feeling, good or bad feeling. For example, tension or tightness or aching, numbness, any kind of discomfort is called dukkha vedana, unpleasant sensation. The opposite of the unpleasant sensation is called sukha vedana. It's a comfortable feeling. This vedana is like a stream all the time flowing, appearing and disappearing, succeeding and preceding and succeeding sensation, one after another appear and disappear. So these groups of sensation are called Vedanakhanda, aggregation of sensation. And then Sanyakhanda is a perception or recognizing. For example, you recognize this is white color, this is a blue color, or this one is short, this one is long, and shape and size. Several shape and size we recognize. This recognizing or perceiving is called Sanyakhanda. And then there are Sankharakhana, mental formation. It is just like seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching. These are included in the Sankharakhana, mental formation. And then touching, connection, mental connection, and volition. These are all also included in the Sankharakhana, mental formation. And then Vijnanakhanda is seeing consciousness, hearing consciousness, smelling consciousness, tasting consciousness. These consciousness are called Vijnanakhanda. This consciousness is just knowing the object. You don't recognize anything, what is or what is. So this consciousness is called Vijnanakhanda. It can be called Nama because it's all the time. These are all called Nama because it's all the time bending to the objects. All the time trying to get the objects. So these four mental elements, these four types of mental elements are called Nama. So these mental and physical phenomena of mind and body all the time taking place and through the six sense doors. For example, you are listening to Sayadaw's Dhamma talk. There is a sound which is a strike to the ear or the yogis, and then that sound appear and disappear straight away. Right after you hear the sound, it already disappeared. And then the sense, ear sense. This sense also all the time appearing and disappearing. The moment you hear the sound with the sense you hear the sound through disappear next moment. So hearing consciousness also appear and disappear straight away. So there is nothing lasts long. All psychophysical phenomena taken and passing away. But we always think our physical body have been lasting long from the time we were young until today. So our mind also, from the time we were born until today, the same. We think so. But it is actually like a water current or a river. Water current is all the time flowing down. So although we see the same river, we think the same river, but the water itself is always changing. All the time is a different water, different current. But we always mistake the water for the same things. So in the same way, our mental and physical phenomena all the time appearing and disappearing, all the time changing, never lasting. But those people who never observe mind and body, it's very difficult to understand their impermanence of the mind and body and their changes. So they think these psychophysical phenomena are everlasting. That's why the Buddha said these mind and bodies are never lasting. It's not nature. It's the opposite of nature. Anicca. It's not durable. All the time changing. So they are all appearing and disappearing all the time. So whatever psychophysical phenomena or whatever mind and body take place, they disappear straight away next moment. So in conclusion, this mind and body are called Anicca. What's impermanent. So actually preceding and succeeding phenomena are actually different. But you cannot see it without observation of them. By thinking or analyzing or reasoning, you cannot understand, you cannot be aware of their impermanence or their difference between preceding and succeeding phenomena. Because there is a hardness also continuously appearing and disappearing. Preceding hardness and succeeding hardness. This hardness and solidity is continuously taking place. So it is quite difficult to differentiate between preceding one and succeeding phenomena. So in the same way, the other elements, for the softness, tightness or liquidity, here adhesis or wetness or heat or tension or tightness, motion, these mental or physical phenomena also arising and passing away. Preceding and succeeding phenomena arising and passing away continuously. So it's not easy to understand their appearance and disappearance, because they are continuously rising and passing away, the same phenomena. So as long as there is a reason, as long as there is a cause, there will be effect. There will be consequence. So the moment they take place, we have to observe them. Then only we are able to see their impermanence. We must observe the mind and the body the moment they take place and their changes from moment to moment. Only then we are able to see their changes all the time. It is just like a river. There is, as the Western saying goes, the proverbs, a river cannot be crossed. The Western proverbs. It is said that a river cannot be crossed 2 times. Because it is a very good proverb. Because if you cross the river first time, the current you cross is already flow down. So if you cross next time, the current, there's no more old current. The water current is become new one. So we never can cross the same river. Second time, if we cross the river, it's already become different river, different water currents. So this proverb is very suitable to be used in the to understand mental and physical phenomena. Their changes. So mind and body, mental and physical phenomena, they also all the time changes, just like the river. The preceding one already disappear, and the succeeding one take place. And that one also disappear after a moment. And then new one all the time flowing without stop. So mind and body, mental and physical phenomena is never lasting, ever changing, impermanent. They are not nature, not permanent. They are anicca, impermanent, not nature, anicca, impermanent. So it's obviously when we, for example, walking practice, when we lift our foot, there are mental and physical phenomena involved in it. So if we observe it, it can be obvious to us. So the mental and physical phenomena, we are able to experience the moment we lift our foot. We not last. The moment we push forward our foot. So in the same way, the moment the mental and physical phenomena we can experience, the moment we push our foot won't last. They not come until the moment we drop down our foot. Then the phenomena we can experience at the moment we drop down our foot cannot last. The moment we take a new step. So all mental and physical phenomena taken and passing away the moment they take place, the moment they appeared. They just last a moment and they disappear straight away. They never last until next moment. So old one, preceding one disappeared, and the succeeding one, new one appear, and then that one also disappear, and the next one appear again. So mental and physical phenomena all the time changing, appearing and disappearing. That's why they are called Anicca. It is very obvious if we note the moment they occur to us. So there is an expression, whatever happened to us, whatever mind and body happen to us are called Anicca. And then Aniccalakkhana, so the meaning is the mark or the sign or impermanence. There is an expression in Pali, abhavato, hodawa abhavato,
abhavakaro,
hodawa abhavakaro, Aniccalupassana. Initially, what initially not exist, does not exist or don't exist, but appear and disappear straight away. It is Aniccalupassana. Aniccalakkhana. This is a mark of impermanence. So suppose when we lift our foot, there is the intention mental process and the lifting physical process involved in it, in the lifting movement. So this mental and physical process initially do not exist, that they appear at that moment and disappear straight away after a moment. So those mental and physical process are called anicca, and the manner of impermanence. Impermanence is called Aniccalakkhana. Actually, Aniccalakkhana is not absolute truth, not paramattha. It is a concept. Only mental and physical phenomena is absolute truth. It's a paramattha. Their manner or the manner of impermanence is called Aniccalupassana. It is a just manner, just concept, conceptual object. And then, for example, the heat or cold, they appear. Initially, they do not exist, but they appear and disappear right away. So this element of heat is also anicca. So the manner of impermanence, the impermanent manner is called Aniccalakkhana. Initially, what initially do not exist, but disappear straight away, appear and disappear straight away. This manner is called Aniccalakkhana, the impermanent manner. So the element itself or phenomena are what impermanent, anicca. For example, heat is what is impermanent. So it's called anicca, is what really exists. When the heat occurs to us, when the heat takes place, if we observe it, we are able to see the heat which is occurring to us, taking place. And then we see that heat disappear straight away. So this manner of appearance or disappearance is called Aniccalakkhana. It is the mark or the anicca or impermanence. So the heat itself is anicca, what is impermanent. And then its disappearance is Aniccalakkhana, the sign of impermanence. For example, we can describe someone. What we describe regarding someone is called the mark or this distinguishing mark. Can be compared with a lakkhana, Aniccalakkhana. So the person itself is anicca. It's how you describe or what mark is So then Aniccanupassana, the seeing Aniccanupassana, the seeing impermanence. So when we see the mind and the body disappear, that seeing is called Aniccanupassana. Aniccanupassana, the seeing of impermanence. So when you see the mind and the body disappear, then you are discerned, or this mind and the body are impermanent. So that seeing is called Aniccanupassana, the seeing of impermanence. This seeing has nothing to do with the thinking or analyzing, reasoning, or conceptualization. So this seeing must be from your own experience, your own observation. So you must see the moment it takes place. If you see the moment it takes place, you discern its disappearance. For example, when you see the heat, when it's occurred to you, and then you see the heat disappear straight away. That seeing is Aniccanupassana. So to gain this Aniccanupassana, you must observe the moment the heat takes place. In the same way, similarly with the tension, tightness, and etc. And then seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, so on. We must note then the moment they take place. We must know seeing the moment we see. And then we are able to see seeing and seeing consciousness and taking place and disappearing. The heat, for example, occurs to us. We must note it the moment it takes place. And then we are able to see it disappear clearly. Then we are discerned, or we are enlightened, or heat is not impermanent. Heat is not permanent, it's impermanent, a nature. We can confirm it. We are satisfied with our seeing. So this type of observation or seeing is called Aniccanupassana. Aniccanupassana, the seeing of impermanence. So there is an expression: the moment the phenomena is observed, we find it disappear. We find them disappear. This finding is called Aniccanupassana. So we must see the phenomena appearing and disappearing repeatedly. So we must repeatedly see the phenomena appearing and disappearing. When we see the phenomena disappear, then we know these phenomena are not permanent. These are impermanent. This seeing or this understanding is called Aniccanupassana, the seeing of impermanence. So what moment this seeing take place, or this understanding take place? At the present moment, or the moment you observe phenomena, then you see their disappearance. At that moment, at that very moment, the seeing or understanding or enlightenment take place. At the present moment, you must see the impermanence. Only then that seeing is real knowledge of impermanence, Aniccanupassana. For example, you see, you observe heat. The moment it takes place, and then you see it disappeared when we observe it repeatedly. Then you are able to confirm this heat is not permanent. It disappears straight away after it appears. That seeing, that understanding is called Aniccanupassana. So it is very important to see the impermanence of the phenomena the moment they occurs to us. Not before, not after. If the past phenomena disappears, you see the past phenomena disappear, or the future phenomena, you imagine the future phenomena, mind and the body, disappear. Then that seeing is not a real one. It is just imagination or conceptual knowledge, not real knowledge. So real knowledge take place the moment you see the mind and the body take place. So only then the real knowledge or the impermanence bring about. That's a real vipassana, the inside knowledge. So there is a expression. The phenomena must be observed the moment they take place. Then we are able to see their impermanence. So in the conclusion, Sayadaw make wish, may you be able to see the impermanence, observing the mental and the physical phenomena, mind and the body, the moment they take place, until you attain the enlightenment. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.